Meanwhile, the tariff war between the United States and China continues unabated. Washington allegedly demanded that other countries cut trade with China. The Beijing administration, on the other hand, hit these allegations hard. It warned that if you cut trade with China, we will retaliate. China also sent back 2 Boeing airplanes it had purchased from the U.S.
The tariff war between the U.S. and China has escalated. The countries that the U.S. administration has imposed tariffs on want to reach an agreement with Washington. However, it is claimed that the U.S. will demand that these countries restrict trade with China in these agreements. The White House has not officially said it would apply such pressure in exchange for tariff exemptions. But U.S. President Donald Trump was asked whether South American countries are being forced to choose between China and the U.S. Trump replied that maybe yes, they should. Beijing warned other countries not to restrict trade with China to avoid Trump's tariffs. Otherwise, there will be retaliation. Compromise with the U.S. will not bring peace and will not gain respect, the statement said. Seeking so-called exemptions for their own selfish and short-sighted gains at the expense of the interests of others is like negotiating with a tiger for its skin, it said. China is strongly opposed to any side reaching an agreement at the expense of its interests. China also stated that they will take measures against this situation. What happens if third countries accept the U.S. offer not to trade with China? Many Chinese companies have built factories in many countries such as Mexico and Brazil in order to sell goods to the U.S. In this way, goods were sold to the world, especially to the U.S., without the label "Made in China." If this proposal is accepted, it is expected that these Chinese initiatives will be disrupted and giant companies will suffer losses. The tax war is not just about threats. The air industry is also affected by the tension. Beijing has also declared war on U.S.-based Boeing airplanes. 2 Boeing passenger planes sold to China were sent back to the U.S. Chinese companies were planning to buy a large number of Boeing airplanes before the mutual tariffs were raised.